boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la.
Merry Christmas everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So the season is upon us, and I don't know about you guys, but I for one love Christmas. It's just such a happy time of the year, you know, it's where all your family and friends get together, you just party, you just celebrate, you exchange gifts, you know, it's just great. It's all about the love, man, it's all about the love. So it's taken me a while to get into the Christmas spirit this year because I was focused on my best friend's wedding, but now that's over, I am well into it. Coming down with a bit of a cold, so excuse me if I look a bit rough. So I thought I'd get this video filmed today because I think I'm going to be ill the next few days. So we got a lovely colour changing Christmas tree right here. Got a Christmas tree in the background. Got my little Santa hat and my Santa t-shirt, which looks a bit like this. There you go. So Santa's belt buckle is naughty or nice list. Surely I made the nice list, right? So yeah, I love Christmas, and you know, we had Christmas jumper day in work. We've had my worst Christmas do. We had snow, which you would have seen in my snow vlog. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Love the snow. So once we had that snow, for the first time in 5 years, that made me feel more Christmassy than ever. Anyway, Christmas traditions. It's basically the same for me every year, you know? It always starts with an advent calendar. Now this year, I was lucky enough to get a Thornton's advent calendar. Now, I'm happy just to have a normal Cadbury's one, a cheap one, because I love Cadbury's chocolate, but my Nana always buys me one, and this year she surprised me with this. And for those of you out there who say you're too old for advent calendars, how can you ever be too old for chocolate? Seriously, it's chocolate. Come on, you're never too old for anything. Just go out there, be yourself, and enjoy it. So yeah, I always have the advent calendar without fail every single year. And if ever the time came that no one bought me an advent calendar, I'd go and buy myself one, or maybe even two. So, on the lead up to Christmas, obviously I got my works due, you know, your Christmas jumper days, you're buying the gifts. I've still got some left to buy this weekend. I hope I will sort that. Well, if this cold doesn't get in the way. But there is a couple of things I do every year as well. I always watch The Snowman, because I used to have that on VHS as a kid, and that song, Walking in the Air. I love that song to bits, you know, and the ending as well. I used to get so sad and emotional, but I've got to watch it every Christmas. I've got it saved on my Skype Tanner. Haven't got it in Blu-ray or anything, but I thought, yeah, I've recorded off Channel 4. I'll be watching that soon. I always get together with my best friend Louise. We exchange gifts before Christmas. And what we also do, we also watch 2 films without fail every year. And the first one of those is Scrooge the Musical, starring Albert Finney. Absolutely cracking film, so much fun this, I love it. I'm a big fan of musicals anyway, and me and Louise were hanging out one day when we were teenagers, and we were flicking through the channels, and the end of this came on. And it was so upbeat and everyone dancing and stuff. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. They're like, oh no, we've missed it. So the next year, we found it in the TV listings. We're like, oh, we've got to watch that. Watched it. I recorded it on the VHS. Absolutely loved it. So since we were teenagers, we've always been watching this film. And it's just great. It's just, for some reason, I haven't got the soundtrack on my iPod. I don't know why, because I love them. So I will get that sorted. Yeah, it's good fun. It's about 2 hours long actually, but man, one of my favourites is one of my favourites. Now, that is one of my favourites, but it's not my favourite Christmas film, because my favourite Christmas film is, well, this film is a lot of your favourite films, Christmas films as well. And it is on this Blu-ray. It is the bottom one here. It is The Muppet Christmas Carol. Absolutely fantastic. Michael Caine's awesome in it. You got the Muppets. That's all you need to know. And again, of course, it's musical, so being my guilty pleasure, I just love it. I've loved the Muppet films since I was a little kid. First had Muppet Christmas Carol on VHS, given to me by my cousin Karen, I think, and I remember opening the present and wrapping it, seeing the VHS, the Muppet Christmas Carol, and throwing a tantrum because it was a film, and apparently at the time I only enjoyed cartoons. How wrong I was. As soon as I watched that film I was like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah, so without fail, that's probably the film I've seen most ever in my life out of every single film out there. I've watched it so many times, every Christmas. I used to watch it every now and then, you know, randomly as a kid throughout the year. But now, as I'm older, I only ever watch it around Christmas time. So next week, me and Louise are meeting up. We're going to watch Scrooge musical. We're going to watch Muppet Christmas Carol. And yeah, it's going to be great. So, those are things I love doing at Christmas. I've got to do that. Let me know in the comments below if what your favourite Christmas films are, what you watch every year, because that would be really interesting to know. I watched Home Alone last year. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen it, but it was the first time I saw it in so many years. They were on Netflix, but now they're not on Netflix. Come on, Netflix, what are you doing? Get them back. Watched Jingle All the Way last week. It's not as good as I remember, but I guess, you know, you grow up, you kind of lose love of some films, you know. I'll never grow out of the Muppets. Muppet Treasure Island, another one of my favourites. Not a Christmas film obviously, but I can watch that anytime, anywhere. If I'm feeling down, that film always lifts me up. Same with Hook as well. I love that film. I love to watch that at Christmas. I love watching, if not a Christmas film around the Christmas period, a feel-good film. So I've got a few favourites. Heart and Souls is one of my favourite films as well. That's a film starring Robert Downey Jr. many years ago about 4 people who get killed, but they stay on Earth attached to this person, Robert Downey Jr., and they've got to use him to fulfill their life ambitions, or their life dreams, what they would have fulfilled before they died. It's a comedy, it's really good, love it. And one of the few films to ever make me cry. I'll admit that. Yeah, so my Christmas Eve I always spend with my family. We get the chocolates out, we'll watch TV, you know, the typical Christmas specials, they repeat it every year. I always have a good time, you know, it's great having the family over. My nan will come over and stay. She sleeps in the spare bedroom ever since my granddad died 4 years ago. So it's cool having her over here. Yeah, then Christmas Day, before I open my presents, which will be under the tree behind me, always take a chocolate off the tree. One of these little things. What's that on the back? Oh, okay. Just something I've been doing since I was a kid. I was like, right, before I open presents, I've got to have a chocolate off the tree. And I still do that to this very day. So yeah. And then the rest of Christmas Day, well, obviously we got the awesome turkey dinner. Man, you gotta love Christmas dinner, right? You need pigs in blankets. We have prawn cocktail to start. Christmas pudding, I'm not too fussed on, because I eat it, but I don't really like it. But because it's Christmas and it's Christmas pudding, I still have it. Does that make sense? We have it with like custard. I was going to say mustard, then that'll be really, really disgusting. Custard, yeah. I'd much rather have like a chocolate Yule log. We've got one of those in, and I'm really tempted to open it before Christmas, so I'm trying to behave. When I was a kid, obviously I'd be off playing on Christmas Day with my new toys or like my new video games, like on the Mega Drive. These days, of course, I don't do that. I just spend it with the family all day, because I think Christmas is all about being with your family. And in the night, we just watch, well, you know, we play games, watch usual TV films, Doctor Who Christmas special, I imagine. And then on the Boxing Day, it's my birthday. So I get presents 2 days in a row, and then, well, we usually like have a buffet tea kind of thing. I don't usually go for my birthday with my friends on Boxing Day. It's because like it's an awkward time of the year to have your birthday, because like people are spending, you know, Christmas together with their families, including Boxing Day. So I never really celebrated that much. I always, well, I do. Last year when I turned 30, I celebrated it for like 6 months with different groups of friends, but you know, we won't talk about So what I normally do, I go out a few days later for my birthday with my mates. I think this year we're just going to go out for a meal somewhere, watch Star Wars, and yeah. And I have different groups of friends, so like I can go out for like quite a few meals. I mean, I might have a meal with family, and then this group of friends, that group of friends. For my 30th birthday, I met up with so many different people celebrating. It was ridiculous. It lasted for months. I'm only 31 this time though, so it won't be that bad. Anyway guys, that is basically how I spend my Christmas. If I have days off work over the Christmas period, then I'm just like playing my games, enjoying myself, maybe head into Cardiff to for the Christmas sales. Yeah, but for me it's not receiving gifts. I actually prefer giving gifts and just seeing like the expressions that people have when they open the gifts, because I like to buy some nice stuff, you know, but I like to buy some joke presents as well, and seeing people and their expressions is just awesome, you know. Yeah, so it makes you feel good. So guys, if this is my last video before 2018, I would like to thank you all for supporting my channel again throughout this year. You know, I'm on like, currently recording this, I think I'm on 340 subs. That might not seem high to a lot of YouTubers I've met now, but to me that's huge, because when I first started I didn't think anybody would want to watch me. I never thought I'd get to 100, I didn't even think I'd hit 50, so to have that is pretty awesome, and I love getting the comments and the views, so thank you very much for that. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, a very Merry Muppet Christmas, make sure it happens, and a Happy New Year. And of course I'm going to try and do a Christmas gaming related video, but if I don't, I will see you all in 2018. Let's hope it's better than the current year, which actually this current year has been pretty good for me, so I'll be happy either way. Okay guys, thank you for watching then, and shall we end it with a boom? See you soon.